Will Ulster Rugby play in next season's Champions Cup? We're not sure yet. Ulster's regular Guinness PRO14 season is over. All that's left to, possibly, face is the European playoff against Ospreys. But we can't even be certain at this stage whether or not that's going to happen. We're willing to say that it's highly likely Ulster will host a playoff on May 19th, and here's why we say so. European Champions Cup qualification rules. There are 20 places in next season's Champions Cup. 6 of those go to the top 14, 6 to the Aviva Premiership and 7 to the PRO14. How are the 7 places divvied out in Ulster's league? Well, simply, it's the 3 top finishers in Conference A and Conference B, while the 2 fourth-place sides play off for the remaining spot. That's complicated this season by the Cheetahs finishing 3rd in Conference A, but it just means 4th-placed Cardiff have already qualified, leaving 5th-placed Ospreys to face Ulster in the playoffs. What about the 20th Champions Cup place? That's where it gets interesting. There is a list of criteria for who gets this space. It's worked out like this: A. Champions Cup winner, if not already qualified, Leinster, Racing 92, both already qualified. E. Challenge Cup winner, if not already qualified, Cardiff Blues, Gloucester, Cardiff already qualified. E. Challenge Cup losing finalist, if not already qualified, Cardiff Blues, Gloucester, Cardiff already qualified. IV. Playoff match between the losing Challenge Cup semi-finalists, if not already qualified, Section PAL, POW, and Newcastle, Newcastle already qualified. V. Highest ranked non-qualified club by virtue of league position from the same league as the Champions Cup winner, Ulster, as yet unknown French club. So, what? Well, as you can hopefully tell from above, Gloucester are the first club on the list not to have already officially qualified, even if, in essence, they have. That's because they will either seal their place via the Aviva Premiership route or as a Challenge Cup finalist. Ulster need them to do it via the Premiership route, rather than stealing the 20th spot. In order to do that, they need to finish in the 6th place they currently inhabit. A win against Saracens on Saturday would cement a top 6 finish, but it's fair to say that looks unlikely. That's because Gloucester will qualify whether they win or lose, and they have a Challenge Cup final to consider only 6 days after their league conclusion. But, for talk's sake, let's assume they secure 6th. That would mean the 20th place is passed on down the list. POW would be the next club to snap it up as things stand. Again, there are complications. They're currently 8th in the top 14 with 1 round of fixtures to go. They're 4 points behind 5th-placed Lyon, 2 behind 6th-placed Casters, and level on points with 7th-placed La Rochelle. POW play 4th-placed Toulon at the weekend and need a win as well as hoping to leapfrog 2 of the 3 teams above them. Lyon host top side Montpellier, Casters are at home to 2nd bottom Oyonnax, and La Rochelle play 3rd bottom Stade Francais. An upset is required to see off Casters or La Rochelle. Again, for talk's sake, let's say POW have got top 6. Well, if both of those happen, Ulster would receive the 20th spot only if Leinster win the Champions Cup via the 5th criterium outlined by the Champions Cup qualification rules. Ulster will qualify for the Champions Cup without the need for a playoff only of point 1. Gloucester finish 6th in the Aviva Premiership. POW beat Toulon and finish in the top 6 of the top 14. 3 Leinster win the Champions Cup. For clarity, Ulster would pick up the 20th spot rather than Ospreys because they earned 62 PRO14 points to Ospreys 44. Belfast Telegraph.